I saw you do it as well. There you go. You got it in. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Sir Brady Podcast, the only podcast on the internet. You can see it as well. You can see the tiny thing. The Sir Brady Podcast, where two blokes talk movies, TV shows, superheroes, sci-fi, and pop culture in an hour of absolutely stomach-clenching nonsense. Stay tuned for reviews, stories from the comments, and fans, and giveaways. I'm your host, Renalson.
And I'm Cahan Martin.
And this is the Sir Brady Podcast. Woo! Is that enough?
Maybe the woo is a bit much.
Okay. Welcome back to the Sir Brady Podcast, where we talk all things movies, TV shows, comic books, superheroes. I'm your host, Renalson, and with me as always is my co-host, Cahan Martin.
Hey.
Hey.
How you doing?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
It's been a while. We took a week off because I was away, and we chose to do it after I came back.
Yep. So we skipped a week.
So 3 weeks. It's not good. I've been really slack on my content.
Content.
On my online content.
You can't even say it right.
No,
so.
I really like my YouTube uploads have been terrible. We skipped a week for the podcast, but I'll do something.
Yeah, you'll get
one
there.
day. Let's just get into it.
Yep.
First up, let's talk about some trailers.
Yep.
Let's talk about Halloween first. You just watched this.
Yeah.
The new Halloween trailer for the return of Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yay!
I'm a pretty big fan of the original Halloween. We got to study it last year. I don't know if we talked about this. No, actually, I think I have. We studied the horror films in class last year. So I got to watch Halloween, A Nightmare on Elm Street, and Scream, and Psycho.
Oh, yeah. Like definitive horror films. Almost.
Yeah, like definitive horror movies. Do you like Halloween?
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
You know, I used to view him as a poor man's Jason Voorhees.
Okay, yeah.
Because he's just like less cool. And I mean, they both walk. They're both massive, and they always seem to walk faster than people can run. You know. But I prefer Jason over Mike. But
yeah.
I gotta say the Halloween movies were better than the Friday the 13th films.
Overall, yeah, they got
just way better.
Those
and like I liked them.
Yeah.
You know?
It's cool. Jamie Lee Curtis, we talked about it in class. She really pioneered the sort of the scream, that sort of like the damsel in distress scream, and actually broke the genre in a few ways. Like she did try to defend herself, which wasn't really a thing. It was always like the damsel in distress would get killed straight away.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm excited, and it
looks good. Like I was so surprised, like in the first shot of like one of the first 30 seconds where it was like in the the asylum, or whatever it is, and it just looked really sharp and really clear, and like it looked like a director actually directed it. You know, if that makes sense. The dude who directed it knew that there's more to directing something than just pointing a camera.
Yeah, pointing shit. Yeah,
you know, and you don't get that often in horror movies and seemingly horror remakes. Like look at the Hellraiser trailer.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not about budget, but it's how you shoot, and it seems like the director knows at least how to shoot a movie in some sense.
Yeah, and it does. It looks cool, and I like just her character Laurie is a badass. Yeah, like she's like been preparing. I thought it was really interesting. That's cool. What a waste of a life. A little bit,
yeah. For the off chance that he escapes.
She never shows up.
I know.
She's on a deathbed with like a little handheld crossbow.
Damn it.
I still get him. Yeah. But yeah, I like that little bit of the story. I guess it's her granddaughter. Yeah. And she's like, and her friends are like, oh, wasn't it her brother? And it sounds like in the town she's sort of a bit of the crazy one.
It's kind of like the Scream feel.
Yeah.
Of like these are events that happened, and it's almost part of the town's history. You know.
But like by the end of it, Sydney was not necessarily. Even in the first one, Sydney was always had this weird feeling over her by some people. Yeah. Like, because us the viewers know what's happening when they introduce other people in the town who are like, oh, she's real weird. Yeah. It's that sort of relationship, which is cool. I like that. I like that sort of plot.
Yeah. Now it looks like it fits within its own world.
Yeah.
And that's what I really like about it, is that a lot of horror films, and Friday the 13th did this, and Hellraiser's done it, and Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street done it, is that Saw did it. The next movie is just like another one in the franchise. Yeah. It's just like another one, same series of events, just again and again and again. Yeah. But this feels like it's expanding upon mythos and a universe, or not hesitant to call it a universe, but a story, you know? And it's just hats off to them, because... that's how they do it,
Yes, I'm really keen to see it.
Yeah, I'm keen for it too.
Yeah, it looked cool, yeah, I'm just excited to see Jamie Lee Curtis come back.
Yeah.
I haven't seen her in something recently. I don't know. I haven't seen her.
I've only actually ever seen her in the horror films.
Oh, aside from the first one.
Yeah. I might have seen her in a couple of other things. It's just, she's not a name that pops up a lot.
No, especially recently. She was back in the day. All right, another trailer, Mowgli. This sort of took me back a bit.
Yeah.
I think. This is Andy Serkis's third or second directorial
I
film.
thought it was directorial debut.
No, he did a film actually last year. In between he finished The Hobbit. He played Claw. He played Snoke, and then he at the same time.
He's actually a really busy man.
He's very busy. He's so talented.
I know.
But yeah, so
Like,
this
just-
is.
But you think about it, he played Caesar for a trilogy.
Yeah.
He was in Black Panther.
Yep, Claw.
Obviously the Lord of the Rings franchise,
Star
Hobbit
Wars.
franchise, Star Wars, and gets around.
He went back to back. I think from 2015. No, so he did Hobbits.
Yeah.
And he was assistant director on the first Hobbit
Yeah.
and the second Hobbit, and then he did Gollum in the first one, obviously.
Yeah.
But then he went on to do Ulysses Claw in Age of Ultron, and
Yeah.
then he was like Caesar again, and he was Snoke in
Yeah.
by Star Wars, and then he did Ulysses Claw
Yeah.
again. Yeah.
No, it's a thing. Yeah.
He's pretty good. But no, this is the new Jungle Book film.
Yeah.
It takes place slightly later after the original story.
Yeah.
It's separate to the 2016
Yeah.
Disney film.
Yeah.
And you can tell that by the trailer.
Just by the trailer.
It is quite. It's more on par with the original story.
No Ben Kingsley Panther.
no.
This one's just a vicious animal.
Or Bill Murray
Yeah.
as Bo.
Yeah, the family feeling's gone.
Which is more in tight. Yeah, there's always it's on all those top 10 lists. Things you didn't know about Disney.
Yeah.
Like half of those Little Mermaid and Jungle Book. The
not how
original
it is,
stories
yeah.
are quite different.
Yep.
And I think it's quite an interesting choice because I remember when they announced these two. They
Yeah.
announced Jungle Book and Mowgli back to back.
Yeah.
And they were meant to come out at the same time.
Yeah.
But obviously Mowgli's been pushed back till this year,
Yeah.
this year. But no, it's
I was pleasantly surprised by it. Like, I wasn't looking forward to Mowgli, not in the sense of anyone who's attached to the project or anything like that, but
Yeah.
I'm not usually for one that 1 year something happens and then the next year something of the same kind comes out, or something
Right.
that closely replicates it.
right, yeah.
Yeah, because it's just like, we had this last year, but this is so different, at least in tone and sense, and I've stated multiple times over the various podcasts that tone is what I look for in a film.
Yeah.
That I'm actually kind of geared to see it.
Yeah.
I mean,
absolutely.
it looks stunning. It's maybe it's just I watched the trailer and I'm entranced by it or something like that. But like, remember when Jungle Book came out and we were like, oh, the CGI is so good, the animals look so real. Now the animals actually really look real.
Yeah.
To a degree, I mean, you can still tell it's CGI, but they've got like a real CGI look to them.
Yeah.
Weird sentence,
And the way that with Andy Serkis, he's amazing because he's now both as a actor who sort of dominates that genre of mocap, but
Yep.
also he's a director, so he knows the whole
Yep.
thing. To be able to understand what the actors need to do, personally doing my little stuff as a director actor, being out that relationship is so important to be
Yeah.
able to get your actors to convey those things. And people like Kate Blanchett hasn't really done it before, and a few of those actors haven't done it before. But you see the work he did as Caesar.
yeah.
There are times, specifically War for the Planet of the Apes, where you forget that it's
Yeah.
CGI and that
Yeah.
it's not a real ape. And this looks like the same.
I mean, I think he could actually go on and become a great director in the sense of pulling really great performances out of an actor.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you play characters like Caesar, and I'm pretty sure he did King Kong,
Yeah.
and Gollum, although not really Gollum in this sense, but yeah, when speaking is secondary to facial emotions
Yeah.
and portraying the role and the emotions with your body, like he's had to, you understand what it takes and you understand the nuances of it, and then you're able to kind of draw that out of the actor.
Yeah.
It's not like you inform the actor of, oh, this is how you do it. No, you draw it out of them, you direct them in how to do it, and because he's done it for so long, I think he could be.
That's my phone. Ready for it?
Yeah.
I was trying to explain to Cahan earlier that my notification is Gabriella from High School Musical singing Troy. That's a segue.
What tipped it off?
An email from Vodafone.
Oh, so I had to email you.
Anyways, we'll talk about High School Musical in a bit. Segue back. Yeah, no, the people forget, and you mentioned the sort of the performance out of people. Some people don't quite understand how mocap works, and they say that it's not the same performance, it's not you. But really, you look at behind the scenes, and they enhance the expression, and they add it to the character. And there is a lot of people still there. It's similar. It's very similar to makeup.
Yeah.
You know, you don't take away an expression or stuff. You may sometimes makeup's too much.
Do you think it's the excuse Peter Jackson had for not putting the orcs in CGI in the orcs?
Yeah.
It's the same as makeup.
Yeah.
Not to make it a negative thing, but no, anyways.
That's really funny. No, yeah.
I could just imagine it, eh?
Yeah. He's pretty. Oh yeah, just random spin. He's not going to help out with the Amazon series anymore.
Oh, he's not?
No, he's not going to be involved. Interesting. Anyways, no. So I'm real pumped for Andy.
Now I'm nervous about that. When he's not the writer, but when someone big attached to the project who knows just flees, because Peter Jackson was passionate about Lord of the Rings,
I'll put it this way: I'm not as concerned because Steven Spielberg never fleed the Transformers franchise.
That's a good point. But you could falsely think it's good if you stay, but if you leave, you have a problem with it.
Oh yeah, no, it's I'm super excited for Mowgli. Also, the actor again getting a diverse, a person who's actually of that race, young Indian boy to do it. It's awesome. So he looks like he's awesome for the role. Yeah. Speaking of Transformers and what's the other thing? Steven Spielberg. There was a Bumblebee trailer, a solo Bumblebee film. This looks actually enjoyable, and I must admit, as growing up as a young boy of Calcutta. No, so I grew up.
Where is Calcutta?
I don't know. Venezuelan. I grew up with Transformers Into the Fallen, and I was at that age where I wasn't really...
The nuances of film and whether it's good or not does not matter.
For a 9-year-old, no. So I loved initially, yeah, it is a little bit, because now I critique the shit out of everything, and I hate it. Yeah. I'm that nerd that sits at the back of the theatre going, oh yeah, they need
at the end of a movie, I look at Paris and he's got one peaked eyebrow, and he's like...
and I've got a notepad. I'm thinking but no, so I grew up with the Transformers films and the series, so that's my guilty pleasure film, pretty much. Yeah. Dark of the Moon, the third one, is slightly better than the bad ones. Yeah. But it's still bad, but I have this guilty pleasure for it.
Oh, no.
So every time there was a trailer, except for the last two, I've been like, this looks good. Yeah. But I genuinely feel this film has got...
Could be good.
Yeah, this Bumblebee film could be good.
For once, as you said before, for once they've got a situation where it makes sense that the human cast totally outweighs the Transformers cast.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely, totally, blows it away. You know? And I like that it's been toned down. They're saying the Battle of Chicago. Was it Chicago in the first one? It's
not Egypt.
It's not Egypt. Or anything other than that, like blotting out the sun.
South Korea or whatever.
Whatever it is, it's just... it's kind of what...
It's a small town girl.
It could be a really nice personal story.
It is. Yeah.
What's Shia LaBeouf's character called?
Sam.
Sam. I never took Sam Witwicky seriously. Yeah. Even when I was younger. Yeah. And so that in turn kind of ruined the relationship that he and Bumblebee were supposed to have. Yeah. But I always liked the Bumblebee character, and I always thought he pulled his weight in terms of the relationship between what Sam and Bumblebee was supposed to be. Mm-hmm. But in this, it looks like it could be a really heartfelt Iron Giant-esque.
Honestly, now that you say that, that's a really good point. Haley Steinfeld has proven herself. Her first big role was True Grit back in 2010. Yeah, and then she hid away for a bit, and then she came back with Pitch Perfect and a bunch of other stuff. And she's really proved herself to be quite a good actress. So I'm excited to see her in this sort of role. And you're right. That Bumblebee character, out of all the characters from the Transformers, as they got on, they stopped bringing back certain characters. Yeah. It ended up... And Michael Bay was bad. And this is something I think this film has a positive look because Stephen Knight, who was the director of Kubo and the Two Strings, which I think is one of the best animated stop motion films of all time. I think it's a great film. He's come in to direct this instead of Bay. And Bay was always that guy with the Transformers. And I remember watching a documentary. He was like, oh, where's the red one? Where's the silver one? Where's that car?
Yeah.
They were never characters to him in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And I get it. That's not... Okay, Transformers don't have to be always... Transformers doesn't have to be Shawshank Redemption. I get that. But, it's... For me, I'm like, oh, okay, that's an interesting point. Yeah. But, again, scaling it down like this is... Also, there was a scene that reminded me of Shape of Water. Where it had her and Bumblebee underwater, and it looked kind of intimate, but it's like a friendship. It's like it's like a
Sam and Frodo, without the gay undertone.
Poe and Finn without the gay undertone. Like
we could do this forever.
Yeah, we could.
Harry and Ron
without the gay undertone.
Actually, it's kind of like going backwards in the sense of like, for so long we've had Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows Part 2,
Yeah.
But now we're going back to the Philosopher's Stone. It's a smaller story. It's more about the personal interactions, and it's got heart. Yeah,
exactly, and that's why.
So at least I hope so.
I'm looking forward to it, and Starscream's back. That was something that peeved me off about Dark of the Moon.
Yeah,
was of all the characters that you could remember, I'm 90% certain that passing audiences could remember Starscream.
Yeah,
and they killed him off, and I don't remember any of the other Decepticons.
Yeah,
I know I do, but
the only one I actually remember is Shockwave.
Yeah.
That's the one with the eye and the weird...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his worm friend.
Now it's because he just looked different.
Yeah, exactly. That was the biggest problem with these films, is that they all are either just hunk of metal. And I think it's a great technical achievement, the CGI.
Yeah.
But a lot of them just look like silver or grey or like green, black. They were just colours that were just chunked metal.
Yeah.
But with this, it's the Starscream, for those who didn't realise, is the jet you see. And he's got his G1 colours, his original sort of red... grey colours, and it's cool because I think that's
it's got that cool funky. Is it 80s? Is it 80s?
I think so.
Or is it 70s?
It might be 70s.
Yeah, but it's got. It's funny. I was talking about with my mum the other day, last night. That is actually.
So long ago.
So long ago. I mean, this is gonna go a bit off tangent a little bit, but
when is it not?
I absolutely hate the original Willy Wonka.
Right, with Gene Hackman. And
because I feel...
Is it that the boat in the nightmare
yeah, and
scene?
it's the colour palette.
Turning!
Yeah. It's the colour palette, it's the feel of it, and...
Right.
I mean, this may sound melodramatic to like a lot of people, but I feel almost like violated. I know that's a weird thing to say, but it's just so like wacky and weird that... I feel kind of like slightly uncomfortable watching it. You're trying not to laugh.
Well, because I can see where you're coming from, but
Yeah.
both of those Willy Wonka films make me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
In different ways. Johnny Depp, and the second, they both make me uncomfortable.
But anyways, it's a bit off tangent, but like for me, that's I thought when as a kid I felt the same way.
Sure, yeah.
And so I just thought the whole decade was like that.
Yes,
I thought the 70s were just this weird time where colour palettes and a bunch of Gene Hackmans were running around.
Well, it was the hippie era.
But I don't know how this really ties into what I was originally going to say.
Well, you're talking about the 70s.
But I like how almost in modern day films, when they go back to the 70s and the 60s and the 80s and the 50s and whatnot, it's completely different.
It's probably more representative of the
It's more representative, and obviously cameras are different and whatnot. Yeah. And I mean, I really don't know where I'm going with this. I lost myself. But you know what I'm going for.
The way the sort of time is represented. Back in the 70s.
And in this movie, I like the way it looks.
Yeah, exactly. I had the same feeling around Days of Future Past. The way they worked into the 60s. For First Class in the 70s, it felt more accurate. People were crazy, but there was still everyday people.
Yeah.
That's with every era, I think. But no, I'm excited for this film. There's Barricade is apparently back, so it'll be cool to see the Bumblebee Barricade rivalry.
How big is the Transformers list? Is it just those three?
Peter Cullen is listed as there's two other actors. Martin Short is listed as being cast as a Transformer.
Yeah.
Starscream's in it. Barricade, Bumblebee, and Optimus. It says Peter Cullen has been cast, but it doesn't say Optimus Prime. But he only plays Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be maybe 5 overall, which is quite small. There may be references to Megatron because he was on the planet at the time. Yeah. He was all frozen.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So, but who knows? It takes a while. Usually, they take a while to announce who's in it.
It's gonna have a tragic ending, isn't it?
Could do.
Because like when you find Bumblebee in the first one, he's just beat up car in the junk shop.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they look at doing any cyber, because he doesn't have his voice, which was something that they can go
I like that
confused
scene
about.
where he just spits out this.
Oh yeah, what's that? He got rickrolled.
Yeah, he got
Oh,
rickrolled.
it must be the 80s. It's not the 70s. It must be the 80s.
Oh, 80s, there you go.
Rickroll.
Yeah.
Also, I loved hearing Bernie Mac at the beginning.
Yeah.
That little thing from the first film I've always liked. His whole scene in the first film, rest in peace. But driver don't pick the car.
Yeah.
Car picked the driver.
Picked the
Mystical bond between man and machine.
Yeah.
Alright, let's move on. Real quick, Top Gun 2. They confirmed Val Kilmer.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
I hope there's no beach scene in this one.
It's not going to look good at all. Val Kilmer has not really aged well the past 8 to 10 years, I think.
No. He's the only true fat Batman. I mean, that's an old joke. Ben Affleck's a fat Batman half the time. But when he has to get into shape, he gets into shape.
Yeah, he does.
Val Kilmer's just...
Clooney's looking all good at the moment. Keaton's looking pretty good.
I just think Clooney's a slim guy.
Right.
Like, I just think he's slim in stature, so he has to, like, eat a lot to
He's never hit the dad bod.
No.
He's never hit the dad bod.
Who else? Michael Keaton.
He's still looking good.
He's still looking good, yeah.
Yeah, playing Vulture, he got back into
Birdman.
Yeah, he got into good shape for those films.
What is it with that, eh?
Christian Bale's fine.
Christian Bale's fine. Ben Affleck, yet again, half the time.
Adam West, he's dead. But he looked good. He was pretty good, actually. But yeah, I've got the need for speed.
That was like 100 times more wimpy than the actual movie. We weren't even walking.
Tom Cruise is back. Val Kilmer's back. Are you going to see it?
Is Goose back?
Oh!
The dude's dead. Of course he's not back.
I was like, who's Goose? And then I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I don't know. Would you see it?
Yep.
Alright. Jamie Foxx has been casted as Spawn.
Spawn's a Spider-Man villain, isn't he?
No, yes. No and yes. But the other Spawn, who's not a Spider-Man character. He was that guy from the 90s. This was a tough one to bring up because I wasn't sure if you'd seen it.
I can't say I have.
Jamie Foxx has been cast as Spawn. Spawn is a superhero villain.
Yeah. Who played him in the 90s?
Nobody?
Oh,
like, somebody did, but there was a nobody.
Yeah.
But it's cool to see... It's a Dark Horse property.
Ah.
So it's cool to see the other universe.
Yeah.
People like Hellboy who aren't in the Marvel DC. It's good to see those universes coming back into the picture before my superhero movies really...
Yeah.
I think Infinity War is peaking, and we got Ant-Man and the Wasp at Marvel. We got Aquaman.
Yeah.
It's gonna fall off soon.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've mentioned this, and yet again, going off tangent, but who cares? That's what a podcast is all about. Like the past 2 podcasts we talked about it, I think Infinity War is that bold prediction next to my Black Widow smokescreen one, which is still going, is that I think superhero films are on the way out.
Yeah,
I think that it hit its peak. I think it hit 2 peaks. I think it hit peak 1, Avengers, which was enough to just for 5 years, 6 years, boom, it's such a success story. Avengers Infinity War, big peak. But I just think after the 4th one, it's just, unless Miss Marvel was a massive hit, or somehow Ant-Man and the Wasp pull it out, I just think when we say goodbye to all these characters, because quite a few of them are going, and
including Black Widow.
Yeah, including Black Widow. And there's multiple reasons for this. I just just to breeze over. I thought that most of the new ones weren't introduced correctly. They weren't given enough precedence because the old ones are still there. But I just think people were going to be like, Avengers 4, it's finished off. It's one big nice loop because Marvel said that 100 times. It finishes off this chapter, and a lot of people are like, this chapter is at that point 11 years old. It would be like, yeah, it's nice, it was great, but I think I'm over it.
Yeah.
And I think I'll be over it for the most part at the end of. Yet again, that could surprise me. I could be like, holy shit, the Marvel Cinematic Universe is never been better.
I don't know if this is just personally for us, but I felt less entitled to go see a lot of these films. I remember in 2013, we saw The Wolverine, we saw Thor the Dark World, we saw Iron Man 3. we were really...
We saw 4 superhero movies that year.
Yeah.
Days of Future Past.
Yeah, exactly. We were in and out of that theatre like nothing. And I guess there are other things that are involved, but I think...
I've seen at the theatre, in all honesty, and it shames me to say this as one part of this podcast duo, but I have seen one superhero film in cinemas this past year and a half.
That's Infinity War. Yeah, because you didn't watch Ragnarok or Panther.
No, I wanted to go see Ragnarok. So credit to Marvel there. I just didn't get around to see it. Panther, I just didn't see.
Racist?
Yeah.
He's not. Please.
I'm not.
Jokes.
I'm not.
Jokes. It's a joke.
Joke. And I just, I didn't.
You watched Homecoming at my house.
Yeah, I watched it at your
Blu-ray.
house. I'm just less and less geared to see them.
Yeah.
And maybe that's just superhero fatigue, or maybe it's just I'm just not as excited for these bunch of superheroes than we are
exactly.
for the old
And you
ones.
talked about that just before with the setting up of those characters.
Yeah, they've been like almost undermined by the fact that Iron Man, Thor, and Cap are still running around.
But that's the thing, Civil War introduced Spider-Man and Black Panther and added to Vision and Scarlet Witch, but still we were fully focused on Cap, Iron Man.
Yeah, I mean, and I see what Marvel's trying to do in the sense that we'll ease them in here, and when they leave, they'll really expand, they'll really pop, their characters go boom. But I think for a lot of the casual fans, and for some of the interested fans, that when these ones that you've been invested for 11 years, the ones that have kept you going through all of it, they finally go in a big mass of them, from what we're presumed. Then we're going to be like, I don't really want to see Black Panther 2.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That I doubt. I think people will go see Black Panther 2. It'll be like Spider-Man 2,
Ant-Man 3.
Yeah, but I think that's the thing. A lot of people forget about the passing interest of an audience. Like, there are those people who go to the theatre, and I saw a lot of them for Infinity War who just, they're not, they've said, I didn't see Doctor Strange, I didn't see this, I didn't see...
I think a lot of people went to Infinity War because of the spectacle.
Absolutely.
I mean, it was everywhere. It was the culmination of 10 years of Marvel. It was everywhere. Like, Marvel went all out on the promo for that film.
They did, absolutely.
And everyone saw it, and everyone's like, well, yeah, it's supposed to 10 years come together. This honestly has never happened before. So it drew a lot of people in, but I just think it's running out of steam.
It is. I agree with you completely there.
Rest in peace, Marvel.
Rest in peace.
No, they'll probably prove us wrong.
Yeah, they will.
And we'll be like 40. And we'll be like Marvel Phase 22. And we'll be like, damn.
We're here with Avengers 35.
Yeah.
That came off the tangent from Spawn. Wreck-It Ralph 2 trailer.
Yeah.
Real quick, let's talk about Wreck-It Ralph.
It's tied in. Did you see Iron Man in the Wreck-It Ralph 2 trailer?
Yeah.
Let's talk about Wreck-It Ralph.
Segway.
I like it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I quite
It's
enjoyed
such
the
a
first
cool
one.
concept.
It is, absolutely.
Like, I won't lie, is that...
Disney owns the world, but...
No, screw it. Avengers Infinity War isn't the most intricate, combination movie together. Did you see the 15 princesses standing next to each other in the freaking trailer?
That
was all 15, iconic Disney princesses.
Absolutely.
Just laid out.
Would have been funny.
I don't want to say it like that. Not laid out. Just, doing their princess things. This is America.
No, but imagine if they did, traditional animation for
Yeah.
that'd be interesting.
No.
I like it, yeah.
But, I like it. I mean, it looks interesting.
I enjoyed the first one.
Yeah. But you know that there's going to be so many, the dirty jokes coming out of this film. In the sense that, they're in the freaking internet, you know, and it's a Disney film, you know?
Yeah.
But, yeah. I think it's a cool concept.
Yeah.
And, of course, Disney comes up with it.
Yeah.
You're like, come on, Pixar. Disney, Pixar, never mind. Forget that.
Yeah, no.
But
they're like 90 million employees, probably.
Yeah, I know.
They've probably got every employee in the world.
But it looks good. But I don't know if this is testament to the broadness of the idea or just how not invested I am in the Wreck-It Ralph characters. But I'm just really interested to see all the little cameos and nuances. And
I had that
Easter
same
eggs.
thing with the Lego movie.
Yeah.
But then I was surprised by Chris Pratt's character and the other character. And that's why I'm more interested, I think. Well, I'm interested in the second one as well that's coming out.
Segway.
Segway. I'm not talking about it.
But the animation looks good.
Yeah, absolutely. They don't never cease to surprise me.
Yeah.
the Disney group.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it just feels smooth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I probably said that about the last one, but it feels smoother.
Yeah.
And it just looks really good.
Yeah, I'm keen for it, and I think it'll be a good time.
Actually, I really kind of geeked out in the scene where Iron Man was getting chased by TIE fighters.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like a mini crossover that I wouldn't mind seeing.
Absolutely. I'd be interested to see if they ever do something like that.
Like, they actually just Robert Downey Jr. signs up for a bunch of movies, and he goes through the portal, and it closes, and he just lands in Star Wars. And it's Tony Stark just like freaking pissing everyone off. That's how you keep the Marvel Cinematic Universe alive.
But with the Star Wars.
Yeah.
Star Wars got a bit of fatigue apparently after Solo came out.
Yeah.
Could you just imagine?
That's how you fix your problems.
A Death Star.
You get an Iron Man, Obi-Wan Kenobi crossover film.
Could you imagine that? Like, you just see like a TIE fighter, and it's like, and like it's making that noise, and it goes past, and all you hear is, Thunderstruck! It's just like, shoo!
I would actually, that would probably be the highest grossing movie of all time. Actually probably would be a Star Wars Avengers crossover.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no matter how ridiculous that sounds, but
wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's a good segue. Star Wars. I'm gonna end with starting off. Hopefully this doesn't take too much time. Kelly Marie Tran, who plays Rose in The Last Jedi, left social media due to months of hate from the fans of Star Wars due to her role in The Last Jedi.
See, this is what I hate about Star Wars fans.
Yeah.
This is just what I hate about Star Wars fans, and this is why nerds get such a bad name.
They do.
It's that...
It used to be because they were just losers.
I mean, and this is why I am not a big fan of the original troop. You know? I'm an OG kid, so the prequels suck.
Yeah, absolutely.
The prequels aren't good films. They're not.
There are definitely good elements with them.
The third one's a good film, but 1 and 2... you can range them from, and most people will agree they range from absolutely trash to snooze fest, you know?
Yeah.
You know, all right but boring, you know? That's some of the nicest stuff I've heard about the Phantom Menace. All right but boring. But this is the thing, and it's especially Star Wars fans that get it.
Yeah.
Is that, and maybe it's just they're incapable of understanding that it's just a film. Yeah, and these are just characters, and I absolutely understand that these films can mean a lot to you. I mean, they can be the things that get you through some really tough times.
Yeah,
and
and
it's great. It's good to see that something we're so passionate about help people through some really tragic experiences. I mean, it's really heartwarming in a sense, but at the same time, in the same sentence, it is just a movie. These are just characters.
Yeah,
they are portrayed by real life people.
Yeah,
and you got to toe the line somewhere. I mean, I didn't like Rose's character.
Yeah.
I didn't. I thought she was kind of just unnecessary and really didn't add much to the film.
Yeah.
And I thought her romance with Finn was a bit forced.
Yeah.
I didn't like the character. I didn't send death threats on social media to the poor actress who played her.
Yeah.
You know, and that's...
Yeah.
I would call it entitlement.
Yeah.
You know, but it's not. It's an incapability, almost a lack of maturity to understand... Hey, these are just films.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, you don't like it.
Yeah.
You know? And
absolutely.
That's that.
And there's a video by a great guy called Message from the Screenplay. No, Lessons from the Screenplay. And he's just done a video about the talking about why Kylo's plot works better than Finn's plot.
Yeah.
And there's a true element there, and that's a technical side of things.
Yeah.
That's not an ability from John Boyega or Kelly Marie Tran as actors or Ryan Johnson as a director.
Yeah.
But, you know, it sucks because this has happened before, especially with the prequels. Jake Lloyd, who played the young Anakin Skywalker in the Phantom, he was just
his life was ruined.
Absolutely ruined. And it's really tough for young men, young boys and girls in Hollywood because it is a very toxic environment for young people. But to have these 45-year-old fans of the franchise sending death threats, they had to move addresses and all sorts to do that. And they did the same thing with Hayden Christensen. He quit acting for quite a few years because of the hate. George Lucas felt like he didn't want to make another Star Wars film.
Yep.
And it's happened for these people, and it's really tragic, and it sucks because you would think we're in this time where so much talk about equality and everyone is equal and to be.
Well, I like it. It's turned into a social commentary.
But it is.
It is a good resemblance of. I don't mean to cut over you, sorry, but. a good resemblance of the social status of what. That's a weird sentence. What social life is now.
Yeah.
If you hate something, it's almost as if we have the right to go out there, say it, and degrade whatever we hate.
Yeah.
You know?
And just because we have the platform to do that...
doesn't mean that we should or that we can. If you love something, I mean, obviously it goes both ways, and love and great is a positive thing. You know, so we can't necessarily promote that and denounce people's right to say what they want to say. But... still, a lot of people, because we have the platform now, and they lack the almost common sense that should be bred into people, is that you don't degrade someone because you don't agree with something. Yeah. Another person's opinion doesn't make your own any less right or important, because your opinion's right. Yeah. It's true to you. Yeah. You know, and that's what this whole Star Wars thing almost just resembles, is that it's a bunch of people that did not like Rose's character. Yeah. But they lacked, I don't know, if they're just dumb people who don't understand how people's feelings and emotions work. Yeah. Or if they were just so upset, which doesn't justify it in any sort of way, just so upset that they couldn't help but they went out and attacked this poor actress. Yeah. No, who I don't like the character, but I think she portrayed her pretty well. Yeah.
She's well performed, and it's this odd toxicity that is online that is so heartbreaking. And I'm pleased Mark Hamill started a hashtag which was Grow Up Nerds. Yeah. And he had a photo of him and Kelly Marie Tran, and they weren't actually in. I don't think they were in a single scene together. No. But obviously during the press tour they became friends, and you got this person like Mark Hamill who is a definition of an actor who's also a nerd. He is
the idol for nerds.
Absolutely. And for him to, as a human being, he understands you can step back from your obsessions and your loves for characters and franchises.
And be a good person.
Absolutely. And it's so tragic, because Daisy Ridley left Instagram as well. Yep. Due to just a lot of the... hate. And I don't know if it was hate. It was just a mix of...
negativity.
It's negativity. It's an overwhelmingness from these people. And she hasn't had a great time either. She's been turned into... terrible things have happened to her. There was that whole... sorry to be a bit crass, but there was these fake porn things where I had her face put onto it, and it's disgusting that people do that. And she was one of those examples, and she was disgusted by it. And she's not been overly excited to do any more Star Wars stuff after the 9th one. Yeah, and that just really shows you how
what actors go through.
Absolutely,
because I mean.
These guys are nobodies. These were nobodies.
We're dipping back into the whole social commentary thing, but I mean, they live their life in the spotlight.
They do.
I mean, I got my Facebook account 6 months ago. Mm-hmm. My first serious social media platform thing. It wasn't for but there was no for magnificent reason. I just thought, I may as well have, because that's how people communicate. Yeah. But I mean, I'm not saying this is what we're doing is wrong, but you put yourself out there so much. Yeah. If you take a picture of your meals, where you are right now, what you feel, it's great. You have the right to share what you want. You do, yeah. But if people don't agree with it and they're just in the wrong sort of mood, they will just tear you apart. They will. And that's just us regular people. That's me who only has like 20 Facebook friends, even though I don't know, all my Facebook friends wouldn't do that. Yeah, yeah. But it's the famous Instagram model or whatever it is that has a few million followers, and it's the poor actor who started off doing what they wanted to do, their passion, their dream. And I'm not saying that has changed over time, but because they want to pursue their dream, they are now criticized and degraded if that is not agreed with, and almost persecuted because people don't like what they're doing, and they feel like they have the right to degrade someone else. Yeah. And that's why I may not like some actors and their career choices and what they do, but you got to respect them for putting up with it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've been a minor victim of online bullying. There was a post on my Instagram before, and I'm a person who can handle, to a degree, elements of hate and dislike, and that is okay. But I knew going into, especially later on, I would say 2014, 15. I understood that there is this word out there that can come back and bite me in the ass. Yep. And I've done some things on YouTube that I'm not overly proud of, but there are elements that can be taken out of context and can be used against me, and I understand that, and that's a thing I've had to take. But when you get when you do your job and you do it well, and someone just takes your pretty much all your work and your effort, a few years of
getting there,
absolutely, and then just take the wrong thing away. It's got nothing. That's the thing I hate about it, honestly. And in all seriousness, you conclude it in a way with Jake Lloyd, with Hayden Christensen.
They hated the character, so they took it out on the person.
And that's just, it's so wrong, and it makes me so heartbroken because it will stop these. What does it do for the people hurting them? Probably nothing. Yeah. It doesn't change how these films are made.
No, I mean, it didn't do anything. No. It's a bunch of hateful words, but for the wrong person, it can be really hurtful.
It is.
Yeah, and when you're getting millions upon millions of these, like the woman who played Rose, dude, it's truly just terrible to see something like this.
Yeah, it is.
And OG Star Wars fans, nerds, whatever, just grow up.
It doesn't matter who you are as well. It doesn't matter where. And I don't like putting people in bubbles. I never like doing that because there's always exception that prove the rule. But it is a community. It is the Star Wars community overall, whether you're OG, your prequel fans, your sequel fans, or But it's that thing of just. It's so simple. It's primary school. Think before you act.
Yeah.
Treat people how you want to be treated. Yeah. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Here is a message for all nerds out there.
I'm listening, brother.
You will hear it, man. You guys are a bunch of Siths. You know why?
Why?
Because they're letting their emotions control their actions.
Oi!
They're being controlled by their emotions. They have this power given to them by social media to say what they want to say, whether positive or negative. But they chose a negative. They let their emotions rule them and in turn hurt someone. This poor actress who played Rose.
Yep.
Don't be a Sith, be a Jedi.
Yeah.
Understand that it's alright not to like something. It's alright to hate something. But what's not right is to express that in a negative way.
Absolutely.
It's not right to hurt other people because of what you're feeling. Be a Jedi. Understand your emotions. Let them flow through you and let it go into the Force.
Absolutely. Because fear
is the path
to the dark side.
Fear leads to anger.
Being an asshole.
Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering.
Don't be a Sith.
Don't be Sith.
Be a Jedi.
May the Force be with you.
Yeah.
This has been a service announcement from the Sir Brady Podcast. Let's get into Troy.
Troy,
okay, so we're going to do a High School Musical episode. For those of you who know,
we love High School Musical. Right in front of you is like High School Musical Sing Star. Right there.
There is, yeah, it's right there.
Beneath the Millennium Falcon, of course.
Yep. Oh, hello, Chewie. It's one of those Transformers. Those are cool.
But, yeah, we love High School Musical.
What we're going to do today is we're going to talk about the three films. We're going to talk about our favourite song, solo song, our least favourite solo song from each film, our favourite group song, and our least favourite group song from each. And we were just talking about some
and just the film in general.
Yeah, because we like them. We've binge watched them. We've done the Sing Star. Yep. We have
done
competition.
We're done. We're going to the Sing Star.
It's past, present, and future.
Yep.
High School Musical.
It's just email notification. It's my morning alarm. It's my breakfast cereal.
What?
No, I don't know.
That'd be awesome.
I was just going somewhere with it.
I would stay here forever. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, you must be living under a rock. High School Musical was a phenomenon. Was a phenomenon for us growing up. It was the biggest Disney Channel original movie franchise, and
the only one to spawn a feature film.
Yeah, well, there was three feature films. The first two were
a cinema release.
The third one was a cinema release.
Yeah, it's the only one an original Disney one to spawn a cinema release.
Yes, they're the only franchise that spawned a theatre release from original Disney Channel movie. The first one was a huge hit.
Yeah.
In such a way that it spawned the sequel, which is still the most viewed premiere on Disney Channel. Oh, wow. High School Musical 2 has the highest amount of viewers for its premiere. I think it's like 14 million or something.
That's the power.
Yeah, and a huge, I remember This was the smartest kid in the room as well. The girls at the school loved it. The guys thought it was dumb. But if you were that one guy that realized if you liked it publicly, the girls would like you. This is primary school. Yeah. This is that thinking.
The boy that's on to it.
Yeah, I actually remember sitting with my friends one afternoon and like low-key watching it.
Yeah.
And like we were all like not saying anything but enjoying it.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
It's what I liked about the great. It's so what I liked about the Greatest Showman. It's so feel good.
It is, yeah.
Even the upset moments, like the bad moments, they're not too bad.
Yeah,
Well, at least they don't feel too bad. But anyway, let's go to the first one.
Yeah, so High School Musical, it stars Zac Efron, Vanessa Hudgens, Ashley Tisdale, who honestly was probably like the Disney princess. You know, she did Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Yeah.
She then did Phineas and Ferb afterwards. But no, she did
So we did quite a bit of Disney stuff.
Yeah.
Corbin Blue.
And
the other two.
Monique Coleman and the other guy.
Yeah, the other guy. Sorry, Ryan. Anyway, we started off with. Do you want to do a quick synopsis?
Yeah, so
We've got our basketball hero, Troy Bolton. He is the epitome of the cool guy, leader of the basketball team, and just every guy wants to be him, every girl wants to be with him.
But he has a secret.
He loves to sing.
But
he doesn't know yet.
But he loves to, but it's not him.
Yeah.
The first one, it's not him singing.
He has multiple personality disorder.
So the film opens up there at like this
A New Year's party,
and he meets Vanessa Hudgens' character.
They sing. Meet cute. They text. And then
Those phones are so old.
Yeah, no, they're like little pricks. And then he goes back to school, and then lo and behold, the new student is her.
Yeah.
The wonderful her that he sang with,
Gabriella,
and he wants, there's Ryan and Sharpay, brother and sister.
They
had a theatre club.
Drama.
Yep, drama club.
Yep.
And Vanessa Hudgens is like Gabriella. They're interchangeable. Gabriella's like, this Troy dude, he's the guy but he's also basketball hero Troy dude, but he also likes to sing, and she sees his internal conflict, and she's kind of like. She doesn't really say anything, but,
She tries to help it, I guess.
Yeah. And then, anyway, she wants to be theatre. She wants to try it. But she's too scared. And he wants to try it, but he's basketball, so he can't do it.
Yeah.
And then they perform a lovely small duet, and they're like, we're going to do this.
Yeah, at the same time, Sharpay is, Ashley Tisdale's character is just... She is like, and she's infatuated with Troy.
Yeah.
She wants Troy to be her... They would be the perfect couple in high school.
The drama queen and the basketball god.
Yeah. And my favourite bit is when there's the audition slip and she writes her name over all of the names with a love heart in her fucking eye, Sharpay.
Yeah.
And she puts the little marker back in its case and puts it down again and walks away.
Anyways, they secretly practice for it, and then the teams find out, his team,
they befriend the pianist as well.
Yeah. And they're like, stick to the status quo.
Yes.
This is how things are. This is how you do it. You're basketball, so you play basketball. You're smart, so you're smart nerd. Yeah. So and right at the end, they just break free, and so many puns.
Yeah.
Because really, the first movie is the start of something new.
You gotta stop doing that.
They bob to the top.
That one was bad.
But it's all about breaking your confines and, just not having to fit into the social stigma of what you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
A great message for kids.
It is. Yeah, it's quite a fun little... I remember, so Chad and...
Taylor.
Not
Monique.
So they've become friends.
Yeah.
And then become a relationship. So
they team up.
Taylor is Gabriella's friend. Chad is
Gabriella. Yeah.
And then they sort of realize that that's who they want to.
Hey, you can be who you want to be. You know?
Exactly.
The message is never more applicable than what I assume a standard American high school is like.
Yeah. This is one of those definitions of without
people in lonely little New Zealand,
without the bully and the nerd.
Yeah.
Without that.
Yeah.
It is almost like the hey I'm the jock.
Yeah.
It's very
I'm the cheerleader. I date the jock.
Yeah. Without it's almost Glee before Glee.
Yeah.
The way that show worked with those characters.
On the 1 out of a million chance that we have an American viewer, please tell me, for us poor people in lowly New Zealand, is the way that America high schools are portrayed accurate in any sort of way? Apart from the sense that almost every high school student ever portrayed in film and TV is at least 25.
Do you guys break out into numbers? Show-stopping numbers.
You know, it's just a really interesting.
Yeah, that stereotype has been there for a very long
I was
time.
so disappointed when I went to college. We call high school college over here.
Yes, we do. Yeah.
But you call college.
I had about this much closest to High School Musical because I did school production.
Yeah.
It was like a little bit. We did like singing. We all sang together on the bus.
I was
on the
so
way home.
disappointed when I went to college and it was nothing like the high schools I've been taught about. I was 13. I was like, I'm going to be king of the school possibly. I mean, but boom. And then I realized, yeah, I'm going to an all-boys college. So, yeah. Nah.
No, it doesn't work.
But even then, but it's what a Disney movie should be. A great message for kids, good music, and nothing too heavy.
No.
You know, like 9-year-old kids don't want to, you know, listen to about, you know, I don't know, mortgages and shit. I don't know. That came from nowhere. I was running. I don't know.
I
what
love
to
that
say.
movie, Mickey Mouse and his taxes.
Yeah.
Like, no, but yeah, no, I guess real quick, we'll just say this: these films aren't
Mickey Mouse tax refund.
like I like these films aren't obviously the Academy Award winning best script.
No.
These films are nowhere near that. But
No.
I think what I enjoy about them is the simplicity of a. It's that dream I think everyone who goes through high school has at some point. This could have been me. Like this
It's
is
gonna be
me.
In sync, by the way.
Insane. Yeah, no, there's some really great moments in the film, which I think are just really. It's a lovable guilty pleasure film.
Oh, I'm not even calling it guilty pleasure.
Neither. As I said guilty pleasure, I was like,
I can't call it guilty pleasure because
I don't feel guilty.
yeah, it's got all I look for in the time.
Yeah.
In the movie, it's got good tone, message is good. The acting is not the best, but that's fine.
Some pretty basic acting. They're actually not. They're actually,
They're actually pretty good for their age.
Ones,
Yeah. And the singing's good. Like I will, if I had to pick one genre of movie to watch for the rest of my life, it would be musicals.
What a surprise!
I know. And I don't know.
Go back to our Greatest Showman episodes if you want to know why.
Yeah. And yeah. Do you want to go to the second one and third one, or do you want to do songs first?
Let's talk about the songs.
Let's do the songs.
Also, I mentioned before, Zac Efron doesn't initially sing the majority of his songs. There's a couple of lines he does have in
There's
them.
one. This is the funny little thing is that there's one note or one line or a couple lines that Zac Efron does sing in this, and in the second one there is a note that Vanessa Hudgens can't sing.
Yeah.
In You Are the Music in Me.
Yeah.
And so they have another girl sing it. And you can tell because it's so totally not her.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think it's pretty cool.
Yeah. I like to think that it's the same guy who did Zac Efron then did Vanessa Hudgens.
Yeah.
It's like that. He actually went on tour with them.
Yeah,
They
she
did
went
the
on tour.
concert.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, why isn't Zac Efron on tour with them? But
Every time Troy was on stage, you had to block your ear.
Yeah.
Block your eyes.
I didn't even watch it because he wasn't in it.
Really?
I was that
I'd
against
never
it.
considered looking at it.
But because he was shooting Hairspray at the time.
Oh,
That's why he wasn't on it.
Is it brains? Is it bones? Hairspray. Oh, that was good.
We should have done Lady's Choice.
Lady Troy.
But favourite solo in the... I gotta say, not many people like it, but I gotta say... The other one that she sings by herself.
Gabriella.
Yeah. You don't like it. I know you don't like
I
it.
don't like it. No, that was gonna be my one I don't like.
I thought you were my fairy tale. You know that one?
Yes.
I don't know what it was.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
I don't like get your head in the game.
Really?
Yeah, and that's the only. I don't think there's many other solos in this movie.
Sorry, I just searched up High School Musical.
I don't know what I like about it. It's that like. It's almost she's talking about how what she thought Troy was and what she hoped Troy was different from the reality.
Right.
Even though that's not necessarily true because the people that wanted to break them up showed Gabriella out of context some things that Troy said and, you know, teenage girl, so her dreams were shattered. Not to stereotype teenage girls, that is. But, you know, and it's nothing exceptional in terms of what the song is, but I like the message behind it almost, is that, you know, there is no, it's going to sound really depressing and angsty, but there is no, like, good side to the song. It is just like expressing her disappointment and grief that this person wasn't what she thought he was.
Right.
You know? And we've all been disappointed, maybe about people, maybe about things before. And I don't know, it connected with me, Paris.
It's called When There Was You and Me.
When There Was You and Me. Yeah, it's a melancholy piece of music, and I like it. What's your favourite solo film?
Solo film?
Solo film.
There's only 2 solo songs,
Solo.
isn't there? This is his...
And get you in the game. So, yeah. I mean, it was pretty easy for me.
That's just kind of... I like Get Your Head in the Game because he says fake right and break left, and then he just does it the wrong way. Right. And also, what is that? They made up their own term, didn't they?
Shoot the outside J?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard a jump shot referred to as a J before.
Yeah.
Maybe I have. Maybe I haven't.
The outside J.
No, it's always been called a jumper.
Yeah.
No? It's
They
the
made up their
outside
own
jumper.
terminology.
It's the outside J.
Also, I like it because now in retrospect, you know it's not him singing. I like it because it's bad.
Yeah.
I just don't like the song. I don't.
When It Was You and Me.
Yeah, I just don't. She doesn't sound good in
Yeah.
that song to me.
My sing stat disc obviously agree with you because it refuses to play that song. The game bugs out. But okay, least favorite song in the whole.
And the solo, and then we'll do least favorite. That is my least favorite song.
No,
We'll just keep talking
least
about
favorite song overall.
overall for that film. I'm going through the track list.
I would have to say mine is probably.
What's what I've been looking for? Oh, that's their one.
Yeah, it's like I actually like that small little duet. I like my least favorite is probably Bop to the Top.
Yeah,
And my sisters will crucify me for this because they absolutely love Bop to the Top. It's just actually no, I won't say that. My least favorite song is Gotta Go My Own Way. What the hell am I on about?
Gotta go my own
No, my
way.
least favorite song is I'm gonna say Now or Never. Is Get You In the Game.
Yep.
I don't like it. It seems so generic.
Why am I feeling so wrong?
Yeah, it was nice, and then it just flattened out. You were like, it's just so generic for me. You know, like, and maybe that's just because of the person who was not Zac Efron, by the way, singing. I don't like.
Did he mention that?
Yeah, it's not Zac Efron. Not Zac Efron. I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like Bop to the Top. I
Yeah.
remember hearing it a lot
Yeah.
when the film came out. This is before I understood that if I liked the film, girls would like me.
Yeah.
But no, there's some moments where I'm like, that's kind of funny. But
Yeah.
I never liked that song overall.
Favorite duet.
They're all duets. Favorite? I'm just going to do favorite song now. I think favorite
No,
song.
because these ensembles in these duets.
Do you have is there a duet?
Yeah, there's lots of duets.
Oh, there is a lot of duets.
Breaking Free.
Oh, I can do that then.
I like Breaking Free. There's something about it that I just like.
I really like Breaking Free. I love that YouTube video of them singing it out of tune.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
And favorite ensemble song, We're All in This Together. Because it's the only one.
This together. I'm gonna call Status Quo an ensemble.
I'll give you that.
I like Status Quo. I just love what's his name?
The druggy dude.
Oh yeah, the skater dude who then later went to prison
Twice.
twice. Yeah, that's right. He did it together. And no, Souffle. Creme brulee.
Oh, Zach.
Zeke. Creme brulee.
Yeah.
Stick
to what you know.
yeah. That's a fun song. My favourite duet is the first one. Start Something New.
Start Something New.
I think that was it's a really good song, and I think it overall it still works with the other films. And I think it's probably the most High School Musical.
And it was the start of something new.
Yeah.
That was not a pun at the time.
No, honestly, because it started a relationship between Zac Efron and Vanessa
Yeah.
Hudgens, which I don't think.
Now it's a pun. It started something new.
But no, it also started a series of. There was quite a few after this. Disney did a few musical.
Yeah.
Disney
Camp
Channel
Rock.
Yeah, they also did Teen Beach Movie a few years later. The Cheetah Girls was on. Yeah, so that started that. But it also started a franchise. It
started a teen icon couple.
It did.
I mean, Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens. I mean, if you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you don't.
It also started a lot of prepubescent awakenings.
No, don't go there.
The girls were all into Zac Efron.
Yeah.
And the guys were all into Vanessa Hudgens, and the girls were also into Vanessa Hudgens. Equality.
I'm not. Yeah. Okay. Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Let's go number 2.
Let's go. High School Musical 2.
Yeah, High School Musical 2 is pretty much the same message as the second
I
one.
was gonna say, the same film overall.
Overall, it's the same film. Follows the same formula. It's great. They're going to go on summer vacation.
Yeah, so it opens up and what happens in the beginning? Oh, yes.
Summer.
It's about to be summer. It's about
Summer.
So in the States,
They get like 3 months
off for
break.
summer.
Yeah.
Instead of Christmas.
Instead of, we like here down in northern New Zealand, we get 4 breaks. Because our school was broken up into terms. I mean, most of you are New Zealanders, so you know what to talk.
Yeah. But they get it.
We get 4 breaks: 3 2-weeks and 1 6-week.
Yeah.
In America, they just get it in one big ass bunch.
Mm-hmm.
It's over Christmas, I believe.
Summer.
Yeah.
No, because Christmas is winter in the States. That's why Santa
That's
has a
right.
sleigh.
Sorry. Total mind fuck there.
That's
I'm
why
sorry.
Santa has a sleigh.
Hey. Anyways, okay.
Yeah, so they have summer.
Anyway, so they're going on summer vacation, and essentially all about is Troy finding his place and the collateral of that.
Yeah.
Sharpay, in this movie, Sharpay really tries for Troy.
This is the bitchiest Sharpay.
Out of any of the other films, she really tries to corral him into dating her. Because they all get summer jobs at Sharpay's parents' resort.
Yeah.
Sharpay and Ryan are rich, by the way.
Yeah.
And Sharpay just flatters Troy with all these gifts, and like they got like the college basketball team in, and and you know, job opportunities and whatnot, and just really, and the parents are evil too because they're in on it because they're trying to sway Troy as well from the seams of things. And it's all about...
I think they're a little bit oblivious. I think they're just like, oh, well, she wants it.
Okay.
But I don't think they realised that she already had a boyfriend and he already had a boyfriend.
Okay, yeah, okay. I guess, yeah. And it's all about Troy just trying to make his decision, and he's unaware that, you know, he hurts his friends, you know.
Super unaware.
Super unaware, you know. Like, he misses 2 dates with Gabrielle or something like that.
Yeah.
He blows off his friends a few times.
Yeah.
And then when they finally have a go at him, he's like, what happened? But, you know, it's all about him finding his own personal place in the collateral of that. You know, does he want to... It's the same message as the first one, really. It's all about sticking to your guns, be who you are, and don't let people change you.
I think it's more honed in though because
it's more sharpened message.
Yeah, because I think, you know, the first one he wasn't sure should he do both, but this one he was like, oh, well, I can do both, but he wasn't fulfilling that.
Yeah.
And he was blinded a little bit by him getting opportunities and not realizing he's part of a team.
His friends aren't getting the opportunities as well, and he's a team member, and he has to do that.
And that's quite a cool thing I like about the whole. He's got a team.
Yeah, I mean, same message as the first one. Essentially, be who you are. That sense, the first one's got a different message in the sense that it's not sticking to
the other bit I like about this film is Ryan's subplot.
Yes.
That's my favourite bit about this film, is Ryan in the first one
Do you think he played him gay?
I don't think he's gay.
I mean, he's not gay because he dates Kelsey, of course.
Yeah.
But, like, I just read this comment on YouTube. I mean, and I don't know...
Is the actor gay? I think the actor's gay.
And I don't know if, like... This is actually...
It doesn't matter.
I don't know if this is actually something, but Kenny Ortega, the director, not a household name, no matter how much he directed the High School Musical films.
And he did the Michael Jackson.
And the actor, both wanted them to play Ryan to be gay.
Oh, okay.
They were ahead of the movement. Although not really, it's
a bit logical.
But the Disney execs didn't want that.
Okay. That's
so, and you kind of do get a gay vibe. I mean, that sounds so rude. Yeah. But you do kind of feel like he's gay in the first two.
Yeah.
You know?
I guess, yeah.
Because he's slightly more flamboyant.
Because then he dates the pianist.
Yeah, then he dates the pianist.
Who's the pianist?
But anyways, Ryan's got a cool subplot in the sense of he's also finding his own place. You know, is he just his sister's sidekick, or is he Ryan, an individual that's not Sharpay's sidekick?
Yeah, and it was cool because there's
I've been for the past 2 films, I've been trying to deep in the plot more than it actually is. I've been trying to use words.
Ryan's got a cool little plot because he helps out the rest of the team because there's like a show on at this resort.
Yeah.
There's like an end of year like fair show thing.
Yeah.
And Ryan goes and helps.
show.
After Sharpay lets him go and wants Troy to help, Ryan goes and helps the other group.
Yeah.
And they do a big old number and that, and then later on at the end, Sharpay realizes, well, she didn't realize anything really.
No.
Troy realizes what he's done wrong, and then learns a song in like a second.
Yeah.
Like literally like a second.
Every day. La, la. Least favorite song. We'll go least favorite song.
Least favorite.
I hate is a strong word. I don't like.
And I'm gonna use that word.
I can't even pronounce it.
The hummer. Hummer
nuka una kappa wa'a.
I also hate that song.
It's like the Gummy Bear song for me. You know?
Sorry.
It just gets stuck in here and it never leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it just, yeah.
I think this film's got my favourite songs, a lot of my favourite songs.
It's got my favourite songs too.
Yeah, I don't like that song either.
No. I
don't like the scene in general.
I love 3 songs from this movie.
Okay.
Absolutely love 3 songs from this movie. Every Day, right at the end.
Every day.
Gotta Go My Own Way.
Gotta go my own way.
And You Are the Music in Me.
You are the
Both
music
versions.
in me. I do like the second version.
I do like the Sharpay Troy version.
I was gonna do it, and I was like, no, I don't.
That's just so fun. Oh, and Bet On It.
I think all of these.
Yeah, they're all great songs.
First of all, What Time Is It? Was a great way to start. I
Yeah.
remember hearing that so
Yeah.
much at primary, but then I got into it.
Yeah.
And I actually left, a few of us sung this leaving in my second to last year of high school. It was the last day, and I was just like, summer, summer, summer. Woo! We actually did it leaving, which is quite funny. Fabulous is a hilarious number.
Yeah, I like Fabulous.
Also, this film got a few more genres, I think. Added a few more sort of like genres into it.
Because like the Sharpay Troy version's quite rock and rolly.
Yeah.
You know?
Fabulous is the piano.
Yeah.
And Ryan's in it, and I forget he's in it, but he's in like this in like Paul, and he's just like he's harmonizing differently, and it's sort of like a.
I Don't Dance is really cool.
I love I Don't Dance. Do you remember? Oh my god, there's a funny quote where it's like, this is the Samwise Gamgee Frodo relationship because they swap shirts.
Yeah.
And the following scene after that number, it's so good. I Don't Dance I really like actually. I think I Don't Dance is a great number.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Let's talk about the Gabriello and Troy solos real quick.
Oh, okay. Bet On It is.
Bet On It. There was a video just came out which is saying High School Musical 2 is the best film out of the franchise, which we both watched, and we cracked up because I just didn't think about it. Yeah. He's frolicking in that field.
Yeah, I know. Right? And the field's so green. I mean, that grass is like. Yeah, I've never seen grass like it.
It's ogre green.
Yeah, Shrek's in there somewhere.
Yeah, it's so green, but it was quite fun.
It's so dramatic too.
Yeah,
the way he throws that sand. My God, he threw it with such passion and vigor.
It's so funny because there's like 2 songs on Zac Efron's Vivo. One of them is the Hairspray one. The
Ladies' Choice.
Ladies' Choice. He loves this one.
Oh, nice.
And I love it.
Who's subscribed to his Vivo channel?
Yeah. Just in those 2 songs. It's so funny. Gotta Go My Own Way. I thought was
I would consider that actually a Gabriella solo.
It is a Gabriella
with
song.
like a little Troy in there.
I think it's actually a really well written song.
Yes, it is.
I could have heard that on the radio.
Yeah.
And been like, oh, this is nice.
Yeah.
Also, I like it when she says Troy in the soundtrack version.
Yeah.
Troy. Unnecessarily.
Right at the beginning. Nah, I do like Gotta Go My Own Way. But if I had to pick one song from this movie...
Yeah.
It would be You Are the Music in Me, the Troy and Gabriella version.
It's really lovely.
It's really lovely. Actually, I don't know. There's like parts of... I'm going to Frankenstein a song. Break the song into 3 parts. The first part, I'm going to take from You Are the Music in Me. The middle part, I'm going to take from Gotta Go My Own Way. And the final part, I'm gonna take one bit on it.
That is the saddest fucking song in the world.
I know.
You are the music in me. Gotta go my own way. Bet on it, bet.
It's both like a happy relationship, then the breakup, and then like the angry vengeance boyfriend. Pretty much the step by step on how to become a serial killer.
Also, real quick, let's talk about the end song, All for One. This has the best bloopers in the fucking world.
Yeah.
Chad drops his mic
Yeah.
in the corner,
In the corner.
and at the end, it looks like Vanessa Hudgens is drowning.
Yeah.
She's like, woo! We watched this film. We watched these films a couple times, I think, in our own time. I don't think we've ever sat and watched all three of them together.
We should do like a
But I've watched the music video so many times. It's not funny. Oh, I forgot to mention Work It Out. Work This Out is my favourite song from that. I actually knew the dance for a little while.
Right.
I can't do it anymore. But I knew the dance.
Nice.
Gotta work this out. It's fun. It's really fun.
Yeah. Just the music in this is just so fun and upbeat.
Yeah, we talked about this with The Greatest Showman, and it ties into our Kelly Marie Tran talk, really. It's just that love what you love, and if someone else doesn't like it, that's fine.
Yeah.
But you're wrong.
But you're wrong.
Yeah. But no, like, I think this is such a fun franchise to just sort of enjoy.
Yeah.
And, let's get into High School Musical 3 senior year.
Yeah, senior year. I always forget that it's actually called High School Musical 3 senior year.
I like little films with their little subtitles.
Yeah. Yeah, it's their senior year.
We're just talking about this. So the last film got 14 million premiere views on Disney Channel. That's 14 million people watch. That's a lot.
That's a lot of
compared
people.
to the other ones. It's been
It's like the finale of Friends.
It is, yeah. Which allowed for the budget to be expanded and led to the third one being literally produced by Walt Disney Pictures and released into theaters. And I think it's the second highest grossing musical film.
Really?
I think it's second or third. It's quite in America.
Right.
Worldwide, I'm not sure, but it's
How much
quite
did it
high up there.
How much did it make?
It doesn't look like a lot compared to everything else. 252.9 million.
Made from a budget of
11.
That made 24 times its money back.
It did, yeah.
I remember going to go see it in theaters.
Wow.
I saw it in theaters, and I was
Loser.
just like, yeah, because our previous conversation just saying that we're awesome people.
Loser.
Yeah. But I still remember watching Now and Never for the first time.
Yes, the opening.
Yeah. It's all about. It's funny. They all kind of have the same message, just in different ways, and using different kind of situations to explain it. About being yourself.
Yeah.
Follow your heart.
High School Musical is a really good way of talking to those kids in high school and in high school, college, because it's so hard at times to find your place, to find your group, to find your friends. Because sometimes these people leave and they lose those relationships because the thing tying them together was class.
Yeah.
And I think this is a great message about really finding your place.
Yeah.
But honestly, yourself. Yourself finding your place within.
Being happy with yourself is the most important thing in life.
Absolutely. Love yourself so you can love others.
Yeah.
Really.
And this message just has that throughout the whole series, just in using the situations and different ways of that they go on in the films of portraying that. The third one, it's his senior year, and they all want to do something special.
Yeah.
And they decide, and this is the whole gang, they decide to do a musical.
A end of year musical.
Musical, as Mrs. Davis says.
Yep. Musical.
But Gabriella gets a scholarship for college, which is university here. And she's got to leave before the musical and prom. And Joy is heartbroken.
But he doesn't know initially.
No, he doesn't know because she keeps it from him.
Sharpay.
This one, it just seems like Sharpay doesn't want Joy. She just wants to. She's like the bitter ex. She just really wants to screw with their relationship.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to be like, oh, Gabriella's gone. Hi, Troy. No, it's just like she's smiling evilly because Gabriella's gone. She's just absolutely fine with it.
Also, this film did the one thing I didn't want, and it introduced these two characters.
Yep.
Who...
Rocket Man.
And
the British chick.
Yeah.
And then Rocket Man's friend, who's also an ex-prisoner.
Yes, he is as well.
Yeah. And then they were like, discount Troy and Gabriella.
Tiara Gold and Rocket Man.
Yep, and we're not even going to waste our breath.
Discount Troy and Sharpay.
Yeah. Not going to waste a breath on them. They didn't work. They fell flat. And they couldn't actually sing.
No, they couldn't.
Rocket Man couldn't sing. She was alright for like a note or two. Yeah. But yeah.
No.
And Gabriella goes to college and they temporarily break up like they do in all the films. And then one musical number and they're back together. But it's just yet again it's another heartwarming film about companionship.
Yep.
Yourself, in a non-selfish way, just knowing yourself and love.
Yeah.
And I think that the ending is absolutely great. And when like Troy is like, I don't know if that's how they do it in America again. Yet again, American people hit me up. Do you guys announce what college you're going to in front of the whole student body? Or is that just something that you kind of keep to yourself? Because in the movie they do that. But she's going to Yale or whatever. No, Taylor's going to Yale. She's going to like Harvard or something. And he's not smart enough to go into Harvard. But he's just like, because the whole point of the movie, well, there's a song earlier in the movie called Right Here, Right Now, which I absolutely love.
I think that's my favorite song.
And the redux of it, there's a line saying 1,420 something, or 2,000, or something, hours, or miles, or something like that, have been in the universe. Exactly. And it's like the distance is going to be between them because she's leaving. Yeah. And I like how at the end of it, they've solved everything, and they're happy. And he doesn't choose to go to Harvard or like the local college that's only like 2 miles away from Harvard. Yeah. He chooses a different college that is in a different state, I think. That it's close to her, sure, but he's going there so he can study both basketball and do drama.
Yeah, and that's the thing, because his dad was really adamant about the past Troy when he was really into basketball. Got to do basketball. And his dad
was like, well, it was cute whilst you're in high school. Yeah, college is your future, and basketball is your future.
Yeah, and Chad had a similar feeling. Chad was kind of in the musicals, but he wasn't.
Yeah, and Chad's like, I'm a basketball person at heart.
Yeah, and so he was really, Troy was really adamant about sort of. Yeah. No, he wasn't sure, and then finally he was like, I can do both. And he made that decision.
And he went somewhere he could do both, but he's also he's all right with the distance between them. They're both all right with the distance between them. It's like the characters have grown. And it's not in an obvious way, but they have, And then you realize you've grown with these characters, and you're like, oh my gosh. But I mean, this movie really does feed the cliche that we have of American high schools. It does. Yep. I'm totally alright with that.
I'm out in the back shooting hoops with my dad.
Yep.
Gotta fix my car. Treehouse. Everything.
Broken down truck.
Yeah.
Climbing trees to get to the girlfriend's veranda. Picnic in the beach room. Yeah. Are all American romances like this, or are we missing out on stuff?
Yeah, I can any romance relationships like this. I know. I've been single all my life. I've never seen a woman.
Never seen one.
I've never seen one.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's talk about some numbers.
1.
What? That was so dumb.
1. No, I like most of this. Actually,
I don't think there's a song I don't like.
Oh, there's the All I Want to Be With You, done by Rocket Man and Sharpay.
Oh no, I don't like. I don't like the senior year spring musical overall thing. I like the Troy Gabriella.
Apart from You Know How Life Can Be, I like that one. But apart from that, I liked all the other songs. There's ones that stick out to me, like Can I Have a Stance? Just Want to Be With You. I don't know if that's what it's called.
Yes, that's what it's called.
And Right Here, Right Now. Those ones really stick out for me.
I like the duets between Zac Efron and Renalson.
Yeah, they're just really nice and powerful and sweet in this movie. More so than they are in the other ones.
Yeah, I felt the budget in this one. The songs felt legitimate.
Yeah, and Scream.
Scream
is like one of my favourite High School Musical songs ever.
Yeah. And it's got a good bit after that, when he talks to Mrs. Davis.
Yeah.
It's got a nice little moment where he's like, I don't know what I want.
I think Miss Davis has just been like, she's seen this, it's like a cycle for her. She's seen this.
She's always in that room waiting for the
jock to fall in love with him there, and she's like, oh, again, yeah. Troy, this is like the 7th time I've sat here while someone screamed on the stage.
the thing I like about this film is it really...
I said scrimped.
Scrimped.
I mean screamed.
This film really resonates with those people leaving high school. And leaving college. That last year of high school when you're not sure how your future's going to end up. And you have these friends and you have these relationships.
Are they going to last?
It oddly resonated with me when I left. I was like, is it going to last? And still this year I think about it, and I think about the songs like Right Here, Right Now, but it's all about my friends.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine what would happen if we could have any dream?
Yeah.
This moment. There was so many moments last year that I wanted to hold on to forever. And it never happened. So it's this odd thing that this film, as a young man, I'm not an adult. Well, I guess I am now. But like, as a baby.
You're 18, dude.
I'm a baby.
You're a baby adult.
I'm a baby adult. But yeah, no, this movie had a lot of good numbers. I Want It All, Sharpay and Ryan. Ryan still hates, like, I like Ryan sort of like, he still wasn't...
Ryan kind of resents his sister in this one.
Does.
He's kind of like, you're my sister, but I don't like you.
A Night to Remember's a good one.
Yep, Night to Remember is a good one.
Just Want to Be With You.
Just Want to Be
The
With
Boys
You.
Are Back.
Now or Never.
Yeah. Walk Away.
High School Musical right there.
Walk Away, Gabriella's solo, it's actually a really good song. Like, it sounds like a studio song. It sounds like it could have been released
from the early 2009s.
Yeah. It sounds like on the charts it would have been like I Got a Feeling, like IPs.
Yeah.
Vanessa Hudgens, Walk Away.
2? Really? 2?
Well, wow, I Got a Feeling was everywhere.
Yeah, good point.
Scream, Can I Have This Dance? And
no, I mean 2. I mean that's pretty high.
Oh, wow.
I was thinking more 7.
Wow.
7.
I was thinking 1. 1.
I'm sorry.
Let's talk about numbers. 1. Yeah, High School Musical was actually a good number.
Yeah. I like that. Just yet again, all the music in this, apart from the numbers that we mentioned, just they're nice. They're all songs they can just put on the background and never get tired of.
No.
I mean, there will be people out there that are like that.
Yeah.
But for us, at least, just you don't get tired of them because they're just so easy to listen to.
They are.
And once you remove like the High School Musical out of it, that kind of tints it for us slightly, and the characters and whatnot, I still think I'd be able to happily listen to them.
Absolutely.
And that's a sign of not record-breaking songs, but pretty decent songs.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Everyone involved with this film, directing, editing, writing,
choreography.
Yeah, it was all really solid.
Yeah.
And it turned this franchise.
Now and never. When I was younger, I used to think basketball is pretty cool. And I got into the NBA and I watched legitimate basketball and I go back and watch Now and Never. I'm like, he's not even on the court.
Yeah, he's not. If you watch it back, he's not on the court. Remember that time where LeBron faked right and break leg?
Yeah. But yeah.
And he shot the outside J.
LeBron with the outside J. His head's in the game.
Steven Adams went all the way over to the States because that's what he thought basketball was.
Yeah, no. But
yeah. Overall, this franchise is really entertaining.
Yeah.
And if you just accept that you're going to watch it, some people are like, no.
Yeah. I like to think that most of Zac Efron's works compiled together. So obviously he was Troy Bolton.
He was.
And all his characters are in fact Troy Bolton. So you've watched 17 again?
Yes, yep.
He turns into Chandler Bing, essentially.
Yeah, he does.
Let's replace his backstory with modern day backstory, with the High School Musical backstory. That big vortex he falls in, he goes back to the 50s where he does hairspray. He has amnesia. We should actually try and do a theory where
we should write. We'll turn behind the scenes. We'll make a theory about it. That'll be funny as. But no,
it was super convoluted thing.
Baywatch and
Baywatch.
Greatest
the lucky one.
The lucky one. It's funny because
Paperboy.
you know what's hilarious? Hugh Jackman was in an interview talking about The Greatest Showman, and he said, Zac Efron was the
expert. It's just like his fifth musical.
Yeah, and even though Hugh Jackman did like proper Broadway.
Yeah, and he did Les Miserables.
Yeah, he did Les Mis, and then he did Greatest Showman.
Zac Efron
did 3 High School Musicals, Hairspray.
And
that was his fifth. And he's like, you're the expert.
Yeah.
And Zac Efron was like, actually, High School Musicals, not really.
Yeah.
It was so funny. But yeah, I like that franchise. I really enjoy it.
I mean, it's great. It's like...
I've made friends over this franchise.
Yeah, I know.
You friended my friends over this franchise.
Shout out to Daphne.
Yeah. The funniest guy, right?
But yeah, that was actually pretty hilarious. But it's one of those things from when you're young that you can look back on and still like.
Yeah.
You know, like you said so not too long ago earlier in the podcast. When you're younger, you love Transformers, and it has a special place in your heart.
It does.
It's very much like that.
Yeah.
But you consider Transformers like guilty pleasures for you.
Yeah.
You know, the High School Musicals aren't.
Because they're not good.
But, you know, you don't consider High School Musicals guilty pleasure because they are actually...
Because they are good.
It's actually pretty good films.
Everything has to be in a song now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. I'd give it a... what was the best thing?
I would give it a scholarship to Julia.
I would give it my laptop. Wait, no, my TV. Wait, what was the best thing?
I was
out
going
of
with the High School theme. I was going with the theme.
I'm gonna give it
a Juilliard scholarship offer.
I'm gonna give it 3 watches that Chad has on his arm in the first one.
There's like 4. Get you in the game, man.
4 watches. I'm gonna give this movie the 4 watches Chad has on for no reason.
I'm gonna give it the Juilliard scholarship offer, but I'm not giving it to Sharpay or Troy or anything. I'm giving it to Zeke.
Hey!
The unsung hero of the entire franchise.
I'm gonna give it a...
Because you know what? And now or never, if he didn't hit that 3, they would not have won that game.
No.
You know?
No, they wouldn't.
If he didn't have the creme brulee and give it to Sharpay, she would not have started liking him.
No.
Taking the attention off Troy.
Yeah.
Because I believe that if Sharpay really set her mind to it, she would have gotten Troy in the end. So Zeke saved Gabrielle and Troy's relationship.
I'm gonna give it
A creme brulee.
a creme brulee.
Nice.
I'm gonna give it...
I actually had creme brulee the other day. It was really nice.
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a real thing.
Yeah, it's actually it's like an interesting little. Have you ever had like? It's almost like a mine. I don't know if you can get different flavors of creme brulee, but it was like a coffee like pudding, but they like low torch the top, to make it like this hard, like almost caramelized thing that you crack with your spoon.
Oh, cool.
And then you have that, and then you have the creme brulee, and then it's creme brulee.
Nice.
Pretty nice.
That's
It doesn't.
nice.
Funny thing, it doesn't look like anything like Zeke gives her
Yeah,
in the movie. He's like gives her creme brulee.
Yeah.
Oh no, he doesn't. He doesn't give her creme brulee. He gives her cookies.
But he does that thing where he's like, creme brulee.
Creme brulee. Yeah.
I'm going to give this film the 3 arrests on those 2 different actors.
Oh, I'm gonna give it the field of green grass that Troy frolicked on.
I'm going to give it one of Sharpay's swinging techniques from the golf scene.
I'm gonna give it the pink piano in the water from Fabulous,
yeah.
along with the watermelon floaties.
I'm going to give it to the sunburnt chick out of those 3 friends. One of them sunburnt.
I'm gonna give it. What's the dude's name? 2 strikes, Miss Montez.
Oh, yeah.
I am going to give you 3 of that guy's strikes.
I'm going to give you one of those trophies that Ryan and Sharpay have.
I'm going to end it for the mercy of our viewers who have made it this far. We have just... we should just keep on going for the next 5 minutes.
I'm going to... Okay. We are out of time.
Yeah.
So, what we watched when you were listening? Honestly, nothing.
Yeah.
I did see Deadpool 2, but that's for another day. I haven't uploaded anything either.
No.
I uploaded a 5 things
When
missed.
he meant he took a 3-week break, he did take a 3-week break.
Except I was breaking from this and doing work for school. I made a 9 things missed because I shot 5 things missed for April, but I never uploaded it.
Yeah.
So now I have
you reshoot
uploaded it.
Did you reshoot it?
Yes.
Or did you mix 2 together?
I mixed 2 together.
Ah, okay, that's neat.
And then I had 4 things missed from May instead of 5 things because the 5th thing is the 5 things from April.
Yeah, so it's
9
things missed from April.
April.
Yep.
It's a new. It's a syrup. You
A
put
doesn't
on.
really quite sound like it just says
April is the syrup you put on your creme brulee.
April.
April.
No, that's like It's like pancakes eaten by a Canadian named April. Maple. There you go. Maple syrup.
Stick to the stuff you know. It's not comedy.
You're gonna do that to me now?
Yep. Thank you guys so much for listening to the Sir Brady Podcast.
And I was actually serious about the maple thing.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
I was actually wrecking my brains about it. It's like maple.
April. Thank you guys so much for listening to the Sir Brady Podcast. Go check out the YouTube stuff. If you're listening on SoundCloud, how? Because I haven't added this to SoundCloud since the second episode. If you're listening to this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the bell icon to get instant updates on every video uploaded. Thank you, Cahan.
Oh, what do I say every other time?
It's your pleasure.
It's a pleasure to be here. I even deepen my tongue when I do it. It's like, pleasure to be here.
Pleasure to be here.
Thank you very much.
And thank you guys so much for listening and supporting this. And leave us some comments down below what you liked about the episode, what you didn't like, and let us know what you want us to talk about next.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see you later.
Yeah, bye.
Bye?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is really stunty. We should
It's
just cut this
really,
out.
I don't know how, we're going to end it now. Okay.